Hey guys, today we're going to be finishing off that starter pack that we did a little while ago. We opened up and we still haven't done. But can I paint 20 units in one day? Hopefully. Let's find out. Last time I sprayed some sprues. Here they all are. I was going to spray them again, then I realized they did a pretty good job. I did a pretty good job on covering most, if not all of the sprues and the units together. All the units got a pretty good coverage with that remaining can, and I picked up a new one just in case, but I don't need it for today, luckily. So without further ado, let's get started. So, as I was about to go paint the remaining parts of my models with black, I found this little tiny spider crawling all over one of my models. Odd that it was the first model that I've chosen to paint. He just came out of nowhere. He was sitting on the black base. I didn't see him until I used my magnifying glasses. He seemed a bit camera shy, but in the end he decided to look at me. I didn't kill him, don't worry. I grabbed some Kleenex and took him outside. So I decided to move inside because it's a little chilly and it is the next day, of course. I have some tips for painting in bulk, or when you have a lot of units to paint and you're kind of struggling, how do I attack this? How do I actually paint in good time? Well, here's some tips that I just came up with and kind of experimenting as I go. So here they are. I think you should try to paint most of the miniatures and try to avoid the sprue connections. What I mean by that is you need to pick and choose what you can hide and what you can't hide. For darker colors like purple, black, I can usually hide the sprue connection point when I cut it off. But for the white part, that's usually the most difficult part for me because you gotta blend it in, a lot of layering of white paint over and over again to hide that sprue mark. But if you can't avoid it on some, then don't fret. Another tip is cut some of the sprues and then just bend it over slightly, not so much that it breaks off. And in the meantime, you can let that dry, set it up. Another way that I like to paint regularly is take half the model, if you can. For me it's Tyranids, is put half the model on the base and then paint it from there. That way you can make it easier on yourself and to get into the spaces underneath. Most of the time, if it's underneath the model or something you will never ever see unless you put it close to your eye or use magnifying glass for that matter, then it truly does not matter whether or not it's painted. You can leave it gray, you can put a little bit of paint, but that's about it.
Ida, come join us.
Oh, okay.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next episode.